It used to be that going out to eat was an event, something to look forward to. But these days, going to dinner has become much more casual. But there's one local chef that's bringing back the sultry sophistication to dining out. If you've been to Lattitude before, I don't need to tell you how exceptional it is. And if you haven't, all I'm gonna say is you are missing out.
I went to school, Agawam High, just like everybody else that goes to Agawam. Left when I was 17, went to CIA New York. CIA is the Culinary Institute of America. I had an amazing experience there. You'll learn everything you could ever want to know as a chef. After graduation, I was given a fellowship in the French restaurant, so instead of being in the back of the house, I worked 6 months in the front of the house as a student fellow. I've always wanted to be chef owner. Since I was a little kid, I was taught at a very young age, when you're not even supposed to be in a kitchen, I was taught how to do this, and I was taught to respect the chef, respect everything that goes on in a restaurant, and to have that respect and have that feeling of just amazingness when somebody sees what you do. I wanted to do it for myself. So when I left my previous employer, I left because I knew it was time to do something for myself.
Even though he's been offered jobs everywhere from Miami to Colorado and even New York, Jeff chooses to stay in the Pioneer Valley.
I was born and raised here. I just wanted to come back here. I'm doing the kind of food I want to do, the kind of food that I love doing. I'm doing here in Western Mass, and it's working.
I also found out how he came up with the name Lattitude.
If you think of Lattitude, Lattitude goes around a globe like this. I kind of gather ideas and concepts from around the world, so I kind of just named it that way. And the double T's, everybody always spells the name wrong. It's Lattitude, L-A-T-T. It's because I have a little bit of attitude about the food. The food has to be a specific way, it's got to be a specific style, and it's got to have a specific flair.
And when it comes to the food, Jeff's creativity and drive to be different really shines.
Food on the menu here is very different. I've got curry on a pork chop. I've got a ancho barbecue beer braised short rib on the menu right now. I flew spiny lobsters in over the weekend from Santa Barbara because I wanted to do it, because nobody else is doing it. Fresh pompano, which was caught 4 hours ago, is being flown in tonight for tomorrow. Things like that. I do things that you don't expect. I'm putting a $25 burger on the menu this week. Foie gras, black truffles, truffle cheese, things like that, exotic things that people don't have around here. Why? Why not?
I couldn't talk to Jeff about his menu without asking about his now famous Brussels sprouts.
The signature of the restaurant. Brussels sprout was conceived as an accident. Something got messed up, we threw it in the fryer later, tried it because everything goes in the fryer later you want to try, and it was really good. And it's as simple. It's a Brussels sprout which is cut and quartered and deep fried, a little kosher salt, and then a sweet chili aioli that we serve with it. But we sell on an average of 300 to 400 pounds of this stuff a week.
And don't think that if you've eaten at Lattitude once that you've experienced everything it has to offer. Jeff's menu is constantly evolving.
The menu changes more than my managers want it to change. Things just constantly have to rotate. Another restaurant referred to as chef's tasting menu once as a chef's whim. My whole menu is like a chef's whim. Whatever just comes up is what goes on the menu. Whatever I can find goes on the menu. As much as I can get from a local farm or a local farm stand or a local vendor, I try and get.
There's also been a lot of buzz about Lattitude and the expansion Jeff has planned. So of course, I had to get the inside scoop on that too.
When I originally planned the restaurant, I wanted something that was inviting, something that was different, something that was unique. We've finished our first phase of construction. Phase one included putting a brand new state-of-the-art patio on. It's got a cedar overhang, which really adds some character to it so we can keep it open year-round. You've got these torches and lanterns that shoot fire in the center of them because it's just unique and it has a unique flair to it. You've got a fire pit in the center of it, some really comfy furniture, and Lattitude blankets. Why not, right? If you can sit by the fire pit, you want to stay warm. We sprinkled the building so we can have bands now, so we have a lot of live entertainment on the weekends. Put in 2 new event rooms. One will seat 20, one will seat 30. And we have the original room that seats about 15. There is more to come. This is a phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3 project. Phase 2 will involve a high-end bakery and coffee shop. Phase 3 will involve a very large event space here on the property.
Above all else, it's clear that Jeff has a passion for his restaurant and his craft.
I was 13 when I started, 35 now. I've got the best job in the world. I do. Everybody can say they have the best job in the world. I cook every single day, and I love what I do every single day.
If you're looking for more than lunch or dinner, come to Lattitude, where this local world-class chef is elevating it from a meal to an event, plate by plate.